An absolutely explosive signal is potentially flashing inside the Bitcoin chart right here, right now. So let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. The Bitcoin price is coiling up into the potential apex of this pattern formation right here, right now. We need to discuss this and a plethora of other things inside this chart right now because, my friends, I do believe an absolutely gigantic move is imminent at nearly any moment right here, right now. So let's begin on the 1 hour time frame here for Bitcoin. But of course, before we begin, if you could, smash that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for that. And if you are brand new, well, welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you are ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. Now, the reason we're going to begin on the 1 hour time frame is purely because I want to look at the structural components of this trend right here. Now, notice, Bitcoin is still traveling within this upward sloping foghorn pattern formation. Now, a foghorn is essentially the opposite of a flag, right? A foghorn is seeing increased volatility, right? We go from tight to absolutely loose volatility, whereas a flag, something like this, goes from loose volatility to tight volatility before a breakout either up or down. So this foghorn that Bitcoin has been trading in right now has been quite difficult from a trading perspective to find nice advantageous long spots or short spots, right? So right now, what I really like is that this foghorn, in my opinion, is actually transitioning right now into a nice flag slash pennant, right? You could see the volatility is beginning to turn here, right? We're seeing a transition in this volatility where it's now beginning to tighten up, coil up, and we might right now be entering the apex of the formation. Okay, so key lines to watch right here, this upward sloping trend line where we've seen resistance time and time again, then flip into support now 3 times. Okay, folks, this line here is no joke. Our last test was at about 33,000. We bounced up, came back down, made another higher low. Okay, and we are continuing to ascend right here, right now. If this line is broken at any point here, well, for me, that kind of negates the structure. Sure, we do have this saving grace channel down here, which we'll discuss in a moment, but for the validity of this pennant, right, I would really like to see Bitcoin, even if it drops, maintain this pennant structure here, as this could wind up being a gigantic bull flag. You know, on this channel, the Don does not fluff and puff you up with Moonboy Garbaggio. I have no reason to do so, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the viewership, it is what it is. I could care less if I said that Bitcoin's going to 1 million, 5 million, the fiat system's collapsing. I really could care less. The people that would click this video due to that type of clickbait Garbaggio, I don't want those people to watch. Here on this channel, we focus on the realistic possibilities of this market. Right now, I do see that this could have the potential to be a bull flag. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're going to discuss the downside potential as well. But right now, if Bitcoin can maintain its structure in here and still maintain this higher low trajectory, folks, I mean, does this not look like it could potentially right now be gearing up for another parabolic move? Again, don't get too ahead of yourself here, right? Just notice what I'm showing you here. I at least see the possibility right now that we could be building another series of parabolic higher lows. If you see this, leave me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you really would, it does a lot for the channel. So thank you for that. And if you are brand new, well, welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you're ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. Now, let's discuss potential upside first, and then we'll talk about the downside, okay? And if you're new to crypto trading, if you're new to Bitcoin, don't think that talking about the downside later on in the video is something that you just don't need to watch because you only want to watch what could happen if it goes up. That's very, very degenerate. You understand? That's when I make these jokes about these degenerates and moon boys. My friends, it's because these people, they don't really understand what's going on here, right? They've just FOMO'd into a parabolic uptrend that, in my opinion, is due for a savage pullback at some point. Will that happen right now? I hope not, as I'm long. But, at some point, I do believe we are going to get a savage pullback, and that would be very normal, okay? It worries me from a sense of the Wall Street cheat sheet psychology of a market cycle, that right now we have many market participants that, in my opinion, are in a state of absolute and utter euphoria. Look at the little quote, right? I've said this all the time. I'm a genius. We're all gonna be rich, right? That's the quote, my friends. And right now, I see people commenting again. I can tell when we get into a euphoric state based on comments from people I can tell are very new to crypto. And they leave comments. This guy, he's always so negative about the price. So negative. Wait. Let's back up for a second, little James. Talking about the possibilities of upside and downside is negative. Talking about potential trade opportunity to profit to the downside is negative. That's not negative. That's called trading, Stunad, right? That's called trading. But these people, they see that you talking about, wow, this potentially looks bearish. They see that as negative because they're only in this long on a lottery ticket mentality that any channel that talks about anything other than moon, Lambo is negative. This guy's so negative. Not negative, Stunad. Realistic, looking to crush this market and get this crypto. Welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you're ever going to find. Sheesh. Now that I got that rant out of the way, let's talk about the upside before we talk about the potential downside. So the reasons for me here being micro bullish, again, my stop loss is already in profit. I've taken risk off the table, right? So if we break out of this downward sloping resistance line, right? We break up out of this pennant. Well, my friends, really, if we can get above this range here, this old all-time high around 42K, if we can get above there, one in and of itself, this may be a very crude bull flag. I mean, this is absolutely a crazy one. I can't even believe I'm drawing this here, but this is crazy. And if we do take an extrapolation there, size of the flagpole to the potential breakout point, let's just zoom out. I mean, I really don't even like doing this because this is absurd to me, but we are going to do it. And you can see right now, look at where the flagpole puts us. I kid you not, my friends, it's up there at about 60,000. And the thing that I do like here is that we at least, there is some sort of obscure confluence here, right? And this is the logarithmic scale Fibonacci 1.618 extension target. It's from this 20K top in 2017 to the 3,000 range bottom in 2019, right? If you take the Fibonacci ratios from that, you get this target all the way up here, the 1.618, up at about 60 to 62,000. Don't mind the exact number right there. I'd have to punch in the exact coordinates to get the exact number, and I don't feel like doing it right now on this stream. But it's up there at about 60 to 62,000. And we do have our flagpole target, right? The extrapolated flagpole is up in that general vicinity as well. Now, don't get your hopes up on this. This is no guaranteed sure thing. There are no guarantees or certainties in trading, ladies and gentlemen, ever. No matter how good a trade setup looks, there are no certainties or guarantees. But what I'm stating right now is that if we do break out to the upside, right, I think it has the possibility to be a large move, right? And the reason for that is because if we can clear yet another higher high after all of this heinous volatility in here with large entities taking profit time and time again in here, folks. We've had multiple 20% plus drops. If buyers have been able to absorb this and continue to rip to a new higher high, wow, that is looking strong to the Don. And if we are to break out, the Don did want to position himself here to potentially capture the majority of that move, right? And I'm telling you, folks, I keep you updated with this stuff around the clock. I'm telling you, right? I saw what was going on there. I walked you through my mentality. I got long there, right at essentially the bottom after the local confirmation came in. And right now the Don is remaining cool, calm, and collected, riding this gravy train as long as it's going to allow me to ride. And I'll keep you personally updated with all of my trade setup ideas, entry ideas, exit ideas, potential take profit ideas in real time as the dawn prepares to strike like a cobra out of the grass, moving forward here in this market, okay? So if you want to see all of that from me, my friends, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Don't miss any little frothy, and it is concerning to me. So take that into consideration there as well. And now as we talk about the downside, let's just say that we get either rejected here, right, where we are currently at right now at about 3,800 on this upward sloping trend line. That's warning sign number one. If we get up and get rejected, it's warning sign number two, double top, rejected at the downward sloping trend line. But where this really gets interesting is this line here, right? The pennant, the bottom of the pennant. If we lose support here and we drop down into my second channel here, this becomes problematic for me, folks, as just as this was resistance here, turned into support. If we drop below here and then turn it into support once more, I think that we could actually be seeing the creation of the trend beginning to roll over. You see that, right? Where we possibly then change the momentum, right? And we see a high, right? The maximum climax high, lower high, possibly lower high, and a loss of this trend line. And that's when things start to get worrisome, as if we start trading down here, I think a large correction doesn't have to be in a day, doesn't have to be in an hour. This is not a casino where you spin the wheel and things happen in an instant, little James. This could take days or weeks, right? I think that a larger correction could potentially be, in the making there. And at that point, unfortunately, for those that are super bullish, I mean, there definitely, in my opinion, is validity to a move possibly down even to 20,000 or below. I mean, even to 18,000 or lower than that, right? Even possibly to this green box area, around 14,000 to 12,000. Now, I'm not saying that that has to happen anytime soon. That if it does happen, it could even happen several months from now, right? I'm just stating that say that this was actually the market cycle top. Say the top is in, boom, we've done it. 42,000 was the top, hypothetically, say that, right? It really wouldn't surprise me to see a drop of that magnitude. And you may think that that sounds crazy, but it's the institutions are in now, Kirby. Retail's not even in yet, Kirby. Stunad, the people leaving the comment saying retail isn't in yet are retail. They are the retail people that are in commenting that retail's not in yet. You see, my friends, why this right now is very concerning to me. And I know that I get passionate when I speak about this stuff, right? You hear it in the Don's voice. I get very passionate. But the reason is because I watch this market day in and day out, right? I watch all of the movements. I'm looking for trade setup ideas around the clock. Every little advantage that I can get over this market, I'm looking for it. Salivating, my friends, waiting like a ninja in the shadows, preparing to strike and get this crypto. And right now, the level of absolute and utter degeneracy being displayed by new market participants that arguably have never participated in any market of any kind before in the history of mankind. It worries me quite a bit, my friends. But, it worries me just because I'm thinking, hey, I would love to see Bitcoin run further, right? And of course, as I showed you, with my VIP alert from earlier, right now I'm positioned in a low risk trade setup. Already with my stop loss moved into profit. I'm positioned for if that is to occur. And if there's more positions for me to take, I'm going to take them. And of course, I'll keep you updated with all of that in VIP. But if we break down and the move up does not occur, I'm going to be ready for that too. The problem is that many of these new market participants will not be ready for that, right? And if this is the top, ladies and gentlemen, if 42,000 was the market cycle top, and this bubble does continue to pop, the dawn will be your beacon of light throughout the darkness of the drop. Just remember that. I'm going to say it here again. If this was in fact the market cycle top, and this bubble does in fact continue to pop, the dawn will be here as your beacon of light throughout the darkness of the drop. Let's get this crypto. Right now, You have to understand, if we roll over here, I will still be here day in and day out with the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis you're ever going to find. I will still be looking for positions day in and day out to crush the moves to the downside. If I need to go short, I'll go short. If I need to buy the dip, the Don will buy the dip. And of course, my friends, I will be keeping you personally updated in VIP with every single trade setup idea, exit idea, potential take profit idea that the Don formulates, just as I have posted earlier today. And the Don struck gold. The Don struck gold. The Don struck gold. So if you want to see all of my future trade setup ideas, strategy ideas, entry ideas, potential take profit ideas, very similar to the one that you're seeing on your screen right now, my friends, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. So as these moon boys and degenerates continue to live a life of peril and squalor, the Don will continue to grind for every Satoshi and dollar. Let's get this crypto. You know this, folks. The Don has been up the mountain. The Don has been down the mountain. And quite frankly, the Don has been everywhere in between. I have wined and dined with kings and queens, and I have slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans. And let me tell you something, little James, the Don prefers the wine and queens every single time. So my friends, right now, I am going to be looking for my next potential trading setup right here, right now. I am looking for ideas around the clock, 24/7. And if you do want to see all of this from me, I will be posting it exclusively for you in VIP. Let's get this crypto. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. And folks, for the YouTube algorithm, one last time, that thumbs up would be so greatly appreciated. And if you're not already, hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all so you do not miss any more of these very critical Bitcoin and crypto analyses, okay? So until next time, my friends, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.